4 weeks ago, I had my third baby. Emotionally, I'm not doing so hot. This particular topic is something that is sort of, I hate to use the word taboo, but it's something that we as moms tend to struggle with silently, and I don't want that to be the case anymore. So let's just get into it. 4 weeks ago, I had my third baby. I am so incredibly blessed, but emotionally, I'm not doing so hot. So today, I want to talk about postpartum anxiety, postpartum depression, and baby blues. So just to give you a quick breakdown, I had postpartum anxiety with my first child. I didn't know that's what it was. Nobody really called it postpartum anxiety after I had her, and that was almost 6 years ago. I would have all of these feelings that I couldn't identify where they were coming from or why they were happening until I had my second child. And now, as a third-time mom, I really feel like I understand as a whole what postpartum depression looks like, what baby blues looks like, and what postpartum anxiety looks like. So with my first baby, I was crippled, you guys, with fear of something terrible happening to her. I was very concerned about harm coming to her. Not harm that I was worried I would inflict on her myself, but I was scared to take her out of the house because I was worried that something fatal would happen to her. So it wasn't as severe for me with my second child as it was with my first child. Now with my third child, I don't have those same irrational fears that I had with my first and a little bit into my second. Now it's more blues. You know, I wake up and I can go through the motions of the day. I want to take care of my kids. I do take care of my kids. It's a lot of crying. There are a lot of tears in our house right now coming from me. I could probably fill a bathtub with as much as I cry during the day. It's a lot of being in my own head. Like, is what I'm feeling normal? Is it abnormal? Do I need help? Do I need, like, it's just worry that I'm not enough. Am I not doing enough? It's a fear of falling short in everything that I'm doing. It's hard. One of the things for me that's hard about baby blues is that it's confusing. You know, here I am in this period of my life where I should be my happiest and most fulfilled. And while my children do bring me so much joy, there's also this like kind of sense of empty a little bit, and that's so confusing. It's so confusing, and it makes me feel guilty. And then there's the part of baby blues that's very physical. Your body has just gone through an immense amount of work to bring this human being into the world, and then, you know, you have this kind of like relief that comes from not having the big pregnant belly anymore and physically feeling ready and able to do things again, but then your body has changed very much from having a baby, and you don't have the strength that you used to, and maybe you're breastfeeding. I'm personally exclusively breastfeeding, so my body feels like it's not my own, and I am happy to provide that for my daughter, but there's this sort of like this feeling I can't identify or put into words that comes with sharing your body with another human being 24/7 in the you know, first few months of their lives. You know, then there are hormones that we can't control at all because, you know, we've had a surge of hormones when we're pregnant, and then they drop when the baby comes out and when the placenta comes out, and then we've got another, you know, all these other hormones that come from breastfeeding, and it's like, it's such a roller coaster for our bodies, and in that regard, we are very much not in control. Being a mom is messy, right? Being a mom going through postpartum anxiety, postpartum depression, baby blues, that's a whole nother layer of mess and chaos and hurt and frustration and all the emotion that you can imagine. I think it's really important to understand the signs of postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety and baby blues, because if we understand what we're looking out for, we can then maybe better identify it as it's happening to us. I think it's also really helpful for the people in our lives to understand the signs as well. Symptoms of baby blues can really mimic postpartum depression symptoms, only postpartum depression is like baby blues on steroids. But here's what I want you to take away from me talking about all of these things and kind of sharing with you what I'm going through right now. It's okay to talk about. What's not normal is to keep it all inside and to feel like you have to hide it because you're ashamed. There is absolutely no shame in talking about what you're struggling with and how you're struggling and how you need help. Ask for help, seek help. Don't be afraid to lean on other people because this is a big deal. We can't normalize postpartum mental health topics if we don't talk about it. Even super moms need a little help sometimes. Even super moms need to talk sometimes. Thank you guys for listening, and I will see you